It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without something hot to grind to. I'm just messing. Hey, I want to start this video out by saying all constitutional rights invoke, none waived. I'm going to make this thing as fast as I can. I want to say I'm back. I had to take a few months off. I took some months off because, you know, I just needed to take some time to deal with some things and to take a break away from this whole thing. So, you know, I can get myself all the way, you know, to work the way that I need to work. But anyway, just a little update. I do want to let you guys know that the court case for XCD Realty, the court case I had against them, the judge has ordered for the case to be settled. The judge has issued an order for the case to be settled at a settlement conference. I don't know if it's going to come to a settlement or not because, you know, on my end, because these people, they did way too much and they did too much. They went too far, okay? And so at this juncture, even though they ordered it to be settled and, you know, they already know how much money and everything I want, it's not about that for me. It's not about just that for me anymore. These people that work at the XCD Realty and Property Management Company, they have to be held even more accountable. They have to be held even more accountable because of the severity of the situation. They have to be held more accountable. So I'm going to be applying additional pressure for that. And I'm also going to be taking steps that I need to take to get criminal charges filed for this dumbass shit. Okay. So that's the update as far as the court case against XCD Realty and that XCD Realty Property Management Company that I was doing business with. The judge ordered for them to settle the claims. I mean, because for crying out loud, the crime that they committed, the things that they did it at the court. You committed the crime at the court, in the court, by lying and putting that information out there and filing that when you knew that the evidence is going to show that all of that is wrong and lies and fraud. So we're there. We're good there. So that's where we are. Now, one of the other particular defendants' lawyers is asking, you know, trying to go through certain things with a fine-tooth comb because they trying to, you know, mitigate what they client gonna have to pay or whatever. But, you know, the behavior done by their clients was extreme and outrageous and reckless. So I don't know if I don't know what's going to happen. So we just have to see at the date, because I mean, I really want to get into the court so bad. I really want to get in front of a jury so bad. I really want to put this stuff on display so bad, and they know it. They know I'm itching to get in front of a jury. I'm itching to get in front of a jury. And they know it. And that's why they ain't letting me. They ain't letting me. Okay, but they know what these people did, so they know they gotta pay. So, and it's gonna be more lawsuits because they got more people in trouble. They got more people in trouble, okay, and they dragged more people in, you know, doing acts here recently. So that's gonna be addressed at a later time. They gave me enough work to give me a beautiful career. Okay, so there that is. Like I told him in the last video, you using all these people to do this and do that, you ain't doing nothing but making money for me. That's all you doing, is making me money, because I'm gonna be catching these people and having them recorded and all kind of evidence. So what you gonna do? Try to get one of your psychiatry experts to come in and lie and say, oh, he's saying a bunch of stuff that sound crazy. That trick is not gonna work. Sorry. Anyways, another update, guys. I want to expose I'm going to be dropping some explosive information from this point on. Also, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the Satanism. I want to talk about the Satanism that I have discovered. The Satanism that exists in the world. And, you know, I used to hear about that a lot. And I used to be like, I used to just think it was people talking crazy talk. But after doing some investigative research and after interviewing quite a bit of people, I have come to the realization that probably 80% of families, especially if you have kids that are connected to sororities, fraternities, or universities, more than likely that family is going to have at least one or two Luciferians in the family. Okay? And these are going to be the spies of the family, you know, in one case. In one other lady's case, she was saying that they were the spies of her family. So basically they were reporting back to their fellow people, this specific lady, her specific situation. And they were just keeping tabs on everybody in the family through the Luciferians of the family. Okay? And so if one wasn't doing as they were told or as they were directed or as one would desire, then, you know, there can be arrangements made to where that certain person is killed. Okay? And the killing will be made out to look like a car accident. The killing will be made out to look like a shooting incident or something that totally was not the truth of why that person happened, but it was used as the cover story. And then most of the people will, most of the people will play along. Most of the members will play along with that. And some people that's watching this video, they already know how that kind of stuff go. Like some people that's watching this video, they already know how that kind of stuff go, because we are living in a time of transparency now, and we're living in a time where people have access to an unlimited amount of information. So you can, if you don't know about it, you can find it in less than 3 minutes and start educating yourself on it. But yeah, that's what's going on. And I do believe that that is what happened to my cousin Sean Fan Jr. in Akron, Ohio. That's exactly what happened. The boy who was supposed to be responsible for his killing was not entirely responsible for that killing. And he was not, I'm gonna say it again, he was not entirely responsible for that killing. And maybe that's why he didn't go to jail. Okay? Because he wasn't responsible. All right? And a lot of people, they don't like this information. I had a lot of family members and a lot of different friends, you know, say, well, do you think it's safe for you to talk about that information? And first of all, I don't give a fuck. I talk about I talk what these lips feel like talking. Okay? As long as it's facts. I don't lie and I don't make shit up and I don't make excuses for people. And I'm telling you, that's what's happening. Okay? And so I had to dig a little bit deeper and, you know, talk to some other people, you know, around the world to, you know, get their take on the things. And, you know, I start getting feedback from people like, oh yeah, I know what, oh yeah, I've heard of that. Oh yeah, I know what that is. Oh yeah. So it's not, we're no longer in the days where someone is going to mention something like that and someone's going to say, oh, you're crazy, or oh, you need to be checked out by a doctor, or because it's so much of that kind of game playing that's been going on in the landscape that we in right now. Okay, so that's just the update on those things. So the case against XCD Realty and them is settled. Now we're going to talk about the investigation. Now, the investigation concerning my brother's death, we know he was killed. Okay, that's already 100% facts. And right now, what we're doing is we're putting pressure on the U.S. attorney to file criminal charges. Okay, so for all of you who have been following this situation and all of you who have supported me through this situation, we're putting pressure on the U.S. District Attorney in Phoenix, Arizona to file charges in relation to what happened. Now, if you have any questions or concerns, or if you want to try to help that become possible, you can also do what you need to do to reach out to the U.S. Attorney of Phoenix, Arizona, to get those charges, you know, put in a more faster manner. Okay, so that's where we are with things. Like I said, there will be more litigation coming up in the future with more defendants, and many of those defendants will be on different case numbers and all before different judges. Okay, so it'll be very creative process, and it'll be all done at different times. And so everybody will be held accountable and will have to come in and speak for what they did and defend what they did. Marcel and Fuji and the one guy with the dirty dreads, they'll all be in court before the year out. They'll be in the district courts before the year out, spending their monies, okay, for what they did. Okay, I'll be getting some of their dollars. Okay, I'll be taking food out of some of their babies' mouths for them running their mouths. Okay, so that'll be happening. So again, I do want to say it has been a long few months that I took a break. It was necessary. I have people in my back corner that I take professional advice from as far as, you know, my well-being and everything. And so, you know, it was recommended that I take a step back for a little bit, you know. So I took a little step back a little bit from this, just to kind of, you know, let my mind breathe a little bit away from this, because it's just so entirely toxic. This situation is toxic on an inhumane level. It's inhumane. But I wanted to come on here and tell you guys, I never went anywhere, so I'm not gonna say I'm just back, but I never went anywhere. So you can always follow my posts and hear from me through the community posts. But again, stay with us, and we are still in the fight, and we will have our days. We will have our justice, our days of justice, because it's going to be many days of justice, not just one. So thank you for everyone who hung tight with us. Hang in there with us further. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. I like to answer questions. Anything you want to know, what you want to know, I'm going to tell you. Put it in the comment section, okay? And don't forget about our community posts. We got community posts. Check out what we post on there. If you have any questions or concerns about what's in the community posts, stay with us, okay? And I had a couple of people who asked about the GoFundMe account. The GoFundMe account is still open and active, but it's, if you know what like shadow banning is, it's kind of like that, okay? The bad guys, I don't know what they did and how they did it, but they did it in a way that they can't violate me by taking down the thing, because they know it's all legit, okay? And it's already all been vetted. So what they did was they did something else. I don't know what they did, if they are hiding it or what, but you know, it hasn't grown, it hasn't done any of that. So we're no longer paying attention to that right now, but we're getting the grips on this thing completely. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how everything is being handled so far, I would say I'm at about a 6.8. I'm at about a 6.8 right now. But again, all constitutional rights invoked, now waived, and I'm out of here. Peace.